The servant gets out of the car and opens the door. An old woman steps out and says, "This place always remains deserted. I often pass by here." The servant says, "It's even farther than the mansion." The old woman says, "Help me get rid of this child. I will pay you for it. You'll continue to receive money to keep your mouth shut." The servant takes him to a desolate place and leaves him. A poor woman sees them leaving and says, "Who are these people?" She hears the crying baby and says, "That sounds like a baby." She picks up the child. "Surely those heartless people left you here. You're safe with me now. I'll take care of you." The old woman is crying and says, "Now we wait for sad news. I got rid of that woman and her child." The woman returns home. The old woman says, "You're alive." The woman says, "Ma'am, please help me. I don't know where I am." The husband enters and says, "Where were you? What happened to your stomach? Where is my child?" The wife says, "Who are you? I don't know you. I think I hit my head." The mother says, "He was my only grandson. I cannot lose him." She leaves. Sometime later, the son is sitting drunk. "I looked for my son but couldn't find him." The mother says, "Surely she lost him due to the fall." The wife comes in. The mother walks away. The husband says, "Where is my son?" The wife says, "I told you, I don't remember. I don't even remember you're my husband." Sometime later, the wife starts getting flashbacks. "I remember I was giving birth in the forest. Your mother was there." The husband says, "Don't lie. She was home." The wife says, "I'm sure your mother was with me." Sometime later, the wife is wandering in the forest. "This is my son." She runs and picks up the child. The poor woman comes and says, "I left the child to fetch milk." She grabs the baby. The wife says, "Forgive me. I lost my child. Can I help you?" The woman says, "Yes, I need diapers and milk." The husband says, "Here are the divorce papers. Sign them." The wife says, "I don't have time. I'll do it later," and walks away. The mother says, "I need to follow her," sees her and says, "She's here to meet her lover. I must bring my son." The servant stops the mother and says, "You promised me money." The mother says, "You'll never get it." The servant says, "Then I'll tell your son." The mother says, "Do what you want," and walks away. The mother is playing with the child. The husband says, "Where is your lover?" The old woman says, "What's going on? Leave now." The wife remembers everything. "Your mother took my child." The mother says, "She's mad. Take her to asylum." They all leave. The wife says, "You stole my child." The mother says, "Her mental state is worse. Take her." As the son is taking her, the servant stops. "I'll tell you, your mother took the baby." The woman appears and says, "Yes, he's telling the truth." The mother says, "They're conspiring against me." The woman says, "No, they abandoned this child. I picked him up." The mother says, "I didn't want our pure blood mixed with lowly blood." The son says, "Mother, what are you saying?" The mother says, "I don't need to apologize." The son says to the servant, "Hold her. I'm calling police." The servant holds her. The mother says, "You can't stop me." She breaks free, runs, falls, hits her head, turns insane. When betrayal comes from family, the wound is deeper. But in grief and lies, truth eventually finds a way.